So I am sitting here at Bojangles because I had to stop to use the restroom. I told y'all when you doing Walmart Spark, it's best that you go to a restaurant to use the bathroom because these gas station bathrooms don't be clean like that. And not all the restaurant bathrooms be clean either, but listen. God just put in my spirit, stop judging what you see because you don't know where they came from. And that is so true. We all judge people that we see, especially now more than ever on social media. You have no idea what that person been through, what that person do, what that person have done. You have no idea. All you see is what you see. But that does not mean that what you see is the whole entire story. Just take a look at your life and the things that you've been through. And you tell me just a snippet of your life is shown on video if you're doing video, if you're on social media or whatever the case may be. But don't nobody truly know your story. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one actually knows what you've been through or, the things that have happened to you that led you to today. Nobody knows. Except for the people that have experienced that with you. But other than that, nobody actually know. Even in those situations, they don't know what was going on inside of you internally that made you do or say the things that you did or said. Or how you responded or reacted to what you reacted to. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So if nobody knows your story, then why is it that so many people judge other people's story based on what they see? Instead of actually coming inside and cleaning my house. There's a song out that I thought when I first heard it, I thought it was R. Kelly. But it's not R. Kelly. It is, I forget what his name is. But the name of the song is Clean This House. And eventually he ended up getting with R. Kelly and they made a remix together because he sounded so much like R. Kelly. But the song is wonderful. I'm going to try to link it here in the card so that you can listen to it. The song is wonderful. Like, I absolutely love the song because, everything that we experience in life is a direct reflection of what we have done. The choices that we have made. And then we look at other people and try to judge them. And, you may say, oh, I don't judge people. But watch yourself. Watch yourself. The next time you're having a conversation with someone and you're talking about somebody else and you put in your thought or your opinion on whatever they said, that's judging. Can't nobody judge us but Jesus. Can't nobody judge us but God. We are all here playing this same game called life. And the experiences that we go through And how we overcome them, it determines who we are as a people. And nobody is better than the next person. Newsflash, I guess. But I just wanted to come out and say that. We have to think about what we have going on inside of us and stop trying to judge others from what we see, because we don't know what they have been through or what they are going through. I remember driving. Y'all, I'm sorry. I got this towel for my nose. Remember, I was telling you that I had problems with my spinal cord fluid levels being high. One of the symptoms that I have is nose drippings. Like, I don't know if it's the spinal cord fluid that's coming through or what. I don't know. But, I normally don't have a nose drip. It's almost kind of like a nosebleed, but it's not a nosebleed. But anyway, I was getting ready to tell you about the story about the time that I was driving a school bus. And there was this little girl that was on my bus. And I was telling, one of my pet peeves when I was driving the school bus was standing up and walking around. Even though that's exactly what I did when I was riding the school bus when I was in school. But one of my pet peeves is people walking around, you know what I'm saying, standing up, because that's dangerous. And you don't think about that as a kid. I definitely won't think about that when I was riding the school bus. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be with my friends and all of that good stuff, right? So there's this girl that was on my bus, and I'm telling this little boy to sit down. She had nothing to do with it. She was not doing anything. But she decided to open her mouth and say, "You need to mind your business." And I was like, "Excuse you?" Now, this is middle school students, okay? Middle school students. And this is very ironic to what I'm getting ready to say. Something else happened after this, but so she was like, "You need to mind your business." And after I tell the little boy he need to sit down, had absolutely nothing to do with her. I didn't say anything to her. I didn't look at her or anything. I said, "Excuse you?" She said, "You heard what I said. You need to mind your business. You ain't nothing but a bus driver anyway." Now, y'all, I should not have let that get to me, but I was a little bit younger. I had just got out of the military, and I was kind of hot-headed at that time. And she said that to me, and she ended up calling me a bitch. And I got up, and I asked her to come to the front, and she was like, "I ain't gotta do nothing you do. I don't have to do anything you tell me to do." These kids are something else now. And thank God nothing happened from that, but something did happen. They ended up started recording because I asked her to come to the front and she wouldn't come to the front. And both of the front seats were taken up. So I go back there and tell her, you need to get up because we're not leaving until you get up here to the front. So she was like, I don't have to do nothing you tell me to do. Da, 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 da. She ended up calling me a bitch. So I said, get up right now and go to the front. Now, so she's up. Me and her, at this point, we're fussing. Because you called me out my name. You could call me every name in the book. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let her get to me. And so now we're fussing. And she's every bit my size. Okay? And yes, she was a child. And I was absolutely wrong for fussing with her. But these kids will test you. And this is the reason why I no longer work for that school bus. Driving that school bus. Because, listen, I ain't trying to go to jail. Listen, you know what I'm saying? These kids, they up here, they fighting. These teachers, they're fighting the bus drivers. And you want us to take your kids home. Anyway, so my point to that whole story was that she said that I was nothing but a bus driver. And at the time, I was a bus driver, but I had other stuff going on. And I had just purchased my first ever home. I was a single parent at the time. Me and my husband were not together. You know what I'm saying? And we were definitely not married. But we were not together at the time. And my husband is my son's father. So, you know, I was a single mom. I was raising my son by myself. You know what I'm saying? Well, he was in the picture. But, you know, it was me and my son every single day. And, you know, so I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, it's like my life flashed between my eyes, in front of my face, and I can just see the rage that she had inside of her and how I allowed her to get me to that point. Because she said that first of all, she called me out my name, but she had called me, you ain't nothing but a bus driver. And then, you know, after the point, you know, when I was able to calm down and stuff like that, and you know, go back over everything that happened, I thought to myself, you know what? I allow her to get me to that point for what? She has no idea of what I do. Yes, I drive school buses, but I also do other things as well. So she don't know that. So why did you allow a child to get you to that point when she don't know your life? That's something inside of you that you need to fix. That ain't had nothing to do with her. Because if you allow something so small as that to get you off of your rocker, what's really going on inside of you? That's something you need to fix. So I went and fixed it. You know what I'm saying? And I understand things a little bit better. So you can't just say to me now any old thing and think that I'm going to get upset. Because you don't know my life. That's just like I don't know your life. You know, and we are here to entertain and, you know, try to help in some kind of way, help educate, you know, on YouTube. But, you know, people look at other people and they think that they know and you have no idea. This is the reason why I don't like looking at the news. Because the news preach negative stuff all the time. Where is that helping people? Where is that helping their life at all? Like, I don't get it. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here because that was in my spirit that, we need to stop judging each other for what we see, because what we see is not always the full story. And when we start to take responsibility for ourselves and the things that's going wrong in our life, then the things that you see will turn around. And you won't see the negative in this person, this person, and this person. You will begin to see the positivity in them. What you see is what you focus on. What you focus on is what grows. So that's you who see that negativity. That's something inside of you that you got to change. I don't know. All I know is law of attraction is real. And if you don't get your life together, you're going to continue to see the negative of life. Stop judging, folks. That's all I'm saying. Stop judging, folks. I love you guys. We're going to do better this year. We're going to do better. We have to do better. We can't stay in the mess of life. We can't. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me rant. I love you. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the bell notification. And I will see you guys on the beaches of the world and in the next video. Love you. Bye.
Take a look inside your heart. Trace your steps back to the start. Every stumble, every climb was more than just a moment in time. What you see is not the full story. Every soul's a battlefield of pain and glory. Look at yourself, the path you walked. Every twist, every turn, every lesson it's taught. Before you judge, before you define, remember there's more than meets the eye. Behind the smile, there's a fight they faced. Behind the silence, there's dreams misplaced. We're all just travelers, roads unknown, carrying burdens we don't always show. Peel the layers, see what's real. A broken heart still learns to heal. Through the cracks, the light will shine and teach us that no one's just a line. What you see is not the full story. Every soul's a battlefield of pain and glory. Look at yourself, the path you walked. Every twist, every turn, every lesson it's taught. Before you judge, before you define, remember there's more than meets the